Like, Team Rocket got no chance with Nidoqueen Rock, so like an absolute fucking.
They absolutely don't. Like all 4'11" warrior of it.
Yeah, that's really freaking me out. That she's only 4'11".
And it's like when we looked that up, I was like, oh yeah, that's a bit strange. And then something we wanted to talk about anyway, but I'll get straight in there.
Yeah.
I was playing the Crown Tundra, and you see Nidoqueen and Nidoking just
walking around.
And
they're really small.
They're so tiny.
And it looks like you expect it to be so much bigger. You think like Tyranitar. I think like Tyranitar's like 8 feet tall or something.
Yeah.
It's very strange. So you mentioned it, so let's talk about it. Crown Tundra, thoughts? I know this is like months late by now.
Literally months late because we're that far ahead on the recordings for this.
And every other PokeTuber has already talked about it to death, but fuck those guys. We're doing. We want to talk about it too.
Yeah, I basically I tweeted out when I'd finished the Crown Tundra and was just like, man, if you already have like Pokemon from your old gens, and like I just transferred everything straight away from Pokemon Home that I had. And I was just like, there really is just nothing to do apart from play a couple of hours of what I can barely call story.
No, it's not story. At the moment you walk in and a father abandons his daughter to hang out with you.
Like, for no reason. Other than she wants to go do something else and he goes, oh, okay, well, I'm going to use you as my substitute daughter now.
It's like, hello, complete stranger. It's like the loosest possible justification for this. And then he immediately just sends you go catch like 12 legendaries.
And every single bit of the story is just, oh, walk here, press a button, get 5 minutes of talking to characters that are standing still, walk to next area, like, rinse and repeat.
And then get a legendary Pokemon. Because me and you have talked before, like, we really don't like legendaries.
And I will admit, I really like the designs for the Galarian birds.
They're very good, but are you ever going to use them?
I highly doubt it.
Exactly, because me and you, like say, they're good, but that's the point. Like, they're so good that it's not fun to use them because you are going to win. And the new Crown Tundra DLC, it's not new anymore. It's not new. Oh god, for fuck's sake, what prick! Self-destruct.
It's new to us, Karl. It's new to us.
It's new to us, yeah. Like the very first thing that happened to me is like, oh, there's a raid den here. How does this work? The first thing is a Suicune. Oh, do I not have to earn this? Like, remember in like the old games, you at least have to like you have to track it down.
Oh yeah.
It's like, no, it's here.
And if you beat them in the battle at the end, they're 100% catch rate.
Yeah, so you can catch them in whatever ball you want. Have you also seen as well that if you have a shiny charm, it's a 1 in 100 chance.
Yep.
Of them being shiny. So pretty much guaranteed.
I'm shiny hunting now.
Well, that's the thing that I thought was really funny about it. Where I saw them like, oh yeah, now I've been grinding all day to get a shiny insert legendary they like. It's like, then it's not fucking special, is it?
Yeah.
If it's this easy for you to get and everybody's going to have one, why do you give a shit? It's not a status symbol or a flex anymore.
See, it's quite funny because I was like, oh, it's a 1 in 100 chance, which means I can go and get Pokemon like Galvantula as a shiny. I'm not asked about the legendaries because they're going to go sit in a box.
Yeah, but it's that thing of people want to get the shiny legendary to flex. It's like, oh, they made it so much easier to catch them. So then everybody's going to fucking have them. It's not a flex anymore. It's like when they gave away that free legendary, the electric one, and everyone got a free shiny.
Like,
and
look, I got a mythical Pokemon that's shiny. It's like, but everyone got one.
Every Dynamax battle you go into is like 3 people using that, and they Dynamax first turn, so you can see that it's shiny. It's like, I know it is. Everybody has one.
Yeah. Like,
so
look, here's my one too.
It reminds me of like the old days playing like Halo 3 and everyone will wear the ninja armor.
Of course. I did as well, I admit.
It's like I completed the story mode, so did everyone. It's Halo 3. It's so shit. And like, just that DLC, I've got my box in front of me right now because I'm just like hatching some eggs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I can go look at it. Just playing the DLC, I got 18 legendary Pokemon.
Fucking hell, Karl.
So it gave me 8. Bear in mind, like, I just did a couple of the raid battles and then did the story, so caught the ones it told me to. If you are getting given 18 legendaries in 3.5 hours of gameplay, are they even legendary anymore?
Wait, yeah, because what? There's the Calyrex and the horse, so that's 2.
Yep.
The 3 birds, 4 Reggies.
The 5 Reggies.
You only get 4 of them though.
You do, but there's 5 Reggies and then there's Regigigas as well.
Yeah.
Which you can go get.
To either trade or get a second game to get the Regigigas, because it's like Regieleki and Regidrago. You can only pick one, but you need both to get the Gigas.
Yeah, and then I got all them. I got the Galarian birds.
Yep.
and then I've got I did some raid battles and got a bunch of them as well because they were a piece of piss.
They are, yeah.
And I think it sums up as well how much or how little I give a fuck about legendaries. That on my first one through, I got a Relicanth, and I chose Relicanth over a Palkia because the Relicanth had Rock Head and good stats. I went, I'd rather have this because I'm going to use Relicanth because I think it's a cool Pokemon. I'm never going to fucking use Palkia.
Well, that's the thing is, like, as far as I've looked, the few that I've checked when I've caught there, their IVs seem to be just like legendary Pokemon, where it's a guaranteed 3 perfect IVs. Because like every single Pokemon I checked out of like the 5 that I got, it was like, oh, this one has 3 max IVs, this one has 4, this one has 5, this one has 3. I was like, oh, so they're actually like really good and can have hidden abilities and stuff.
Yeah, and it's the thing as well where how hilarious it is that, oh yeah, I've been grinding all day to get an insert shiny legendary that they like. It's like, why do you give everybody's going to have one? It's not a flex if it's this easy to get. It's not impressive.
So Karl, do you know about the fact that like you can basically do the DLC immediately?
Oh yeah, because you can just go into the game, can't you? And go straight to Wedgehurst.
So yeah, apparently, if you start up a fresh game and have the expansion pass, you can have your first level 65 legendary within an hour.
Yeah, and I know that people, again, because I was like just checking like where do I get certain things, and one of the things I saw is people starting up fresh saves, transferring all their Pokemon from Pokemon Home to get a full Pokedex, getting the shiny charm instantly, and then just going straight there to grind for legendaries. Because people are pissed off that they found out after they caught like 4 or 5 that they can't get them shiny because they can only catch them once. It's like, they're fucking legendary Pokemon and you're bitching that you can't catch 5.
Yeah.
The fact they are literally giving them away and people are complaining that they can't get more than 1.
Because I remember in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, they did do a weird wormhole mini game thing where it was like, oh yeah, you can go catch every legendary, but it was like, oh, you had to basically fly through this weird mini game and there was a chance you'd find a legendary at the end and you'd have to get quite good at the game and stuff. And it was a little bit of effort.
There's actually a challenge to getting these supposedly legendary
Pokemon. And admittedly,
Pokemon.
It was quite an easy challenge, but there was a little bit of a wall there. And now it's just like, no, just take them. Just fucking, you know what? Just take all of the legendary Pokemon you fucking want.
The fact as well, they're giving him away and people are still complaining.
Yeah.
Like, people are still complaining that they have to, like, grind to get them. Like,
I'm sorry,
they are giving them away.
They are, like, literally at the point where it's like, oh, we're giving them away, and the shiny chances are 1 in 100. With a shiny charm, obviously, but still.
Because if you're one of the people who give a shit, you're going to have one of those.
Yeah.
I find it so funny that the amount of people who are like, oh, I've been grinding for a shiny all day, I can't wait to get it. It's like, but everybody's going to have one. Why is it impressive if everyone has one? Like, the whole point of them being shiny is that it's rare. It's like a 1 in 5,000 chance. And then there's so many ways to remove it and then get them.
And I was kind of looking forward to just the idea of going through a few of those dens, like, with some friends. And just being like, oh yeah, that'll be like a cool little co-op thing. And they're not even challenging. They're just slow and boring. Yeah.
And the AI is still terrible.
I've not played with the AI yet because I didn't even want to. Like, I didn't want to risk it.
Well, I guess if people are watching this and they're listening to it, they know how it works. And instead of random people turning up so you don't get that knobhead with his soul rock that just does cosmic power,
yeah,
you get to pick from a pool of Pokemon, some of which are quite good. But I remember being sat there and I picked my Pokemon. It was a fucking Blaziken right there, and the AI picked not Blaziken. It's like, why would
you don't even need to say it. It's just it didn't pick Blaziken.
And I remember like then when the AI did pick Blaziken, and all it did was coaching, an attack that does no damage and increases the attack of one of your teammates, and all of us were special attackers. And then do you know what Dynamax Pokemon do, Lucas, when they like get down to half health? Oh, they revert all stat changes. So what does Blaziken start doing again? Coaching.
Oh, no.
So the AI, they've still not fixed the AI being absolutely fucking god awful in those.
Yeah. Oh man, that sucks because like As I said, I didn't even want to fuck about with the AI because it's that bad. So I've just been going online and having help from random people.
Because you'll get like people almost instantly because everyone's looking for
exactly.
shiny.
That's the thing is right now, fucking everyone is playing.
My favourite thing though is that have you heard what they've done? If you were like, this is a pro tip if people out there are shiny hunting for you, Lucas, where you cannot tell if a Pokemon is shiny until you've caught it and you're in the very final menu of that adventure raid thing.
But you can check the summary there and check whether it's shiny.
Yeah, and that's where you find out because they realise that for max raid battles, so many people were joining max raid battles and then quitting the instant the Pokemon wasn't shiny.
Oh no!
Because people are shiny hunting, and they because if you go in, it's not shiny. Why would I bother catching it?
The moment you said it, it's like, yeah, that makes perfect sense.
So they've done it now. So I'm hoping there are people out there who don't know that, and they are quitting and joining in these matches. I thought the chance was 1 out of 100. Why am I not bumping into any? Because fuck those kind of people.
And the one thing I did like is that not only are they making it super easy to get them, did you see the feature where it's like, oh, well, if you find the Pokemon, then you get to save that route so you can always get that Pokemon at the end.
Yeah, so you can just go grind for that if you want to get a shiny one.
So, say, for example, yeah, I want a shiny Mewtwo. The moment I encounter a Mewtwo, I can be like, oh, right, save that. And every single time I start a Dynamax adventure, I'll just click to have Mewtwo be the end Pokemon so I can grind it.
And that's the one-off. Like, they're making it so easy to get shinies, and then people are still going to be going into like online battles and going, look at my entire team of shiny legendaries. Like, we've all got them, mate.
Yeah.
Everyone's got one. Like I said, it's that great moment, Arby and the Chief, the old YouTube series, where they have like the Chief get the ninja armor, and he's on the mic, like, hey guys, check out my cool ninja armor, and everyone in the game's wearing it. It's like, we've all got that, and it's like, yeah, look how cool it is. It's like, we all have that. It's not impressive anymore.
Yeah, because it was one of those of like, at first when I started seeing that armor online, it was like, oh cool, like, I wonder where they got that from, and like, obviously you just immediately Google it, it's like, complete the game on Legendary. Oh right, okay, well that's easy enough, you just stand back. And then it's like, oh, what else do you need to do? Get all the schools, here's a 10-minute guide on how to go get them all.
Yeah.
It's like, oh okay, well that took all of 2 hours to go do then. It's like, okay.
And then people flexing like they've won the World Cup.
Yeah, it's like, oh right, okay, so what did you do? Oh well, I watched this cool YouTube video, so did all of us, yeah.
We've all done that, mate.
And
that's why I think it's really funny.
I love that shit. I've just, oh god.
Like, Pokemon fans are the worst.
I think all fans are the worst. It's just, oh man, I can't get over how easy they've made getting every legendary and how little I give a shit, because I enjoy the idea of like, oh yeah, the wild area, etc, etc, but when I've got all of the Pokemon anyway and just transferred them forward, it's like, okay, well, are you going to give me anything interesting to do? It's like, no, go catch Pokemon.
Is there any new Pokemon? No, it's all the old Pokemon.
That's what really annoys me is, oh, what did we get in this DLC? Well, a bunch of legendaries you don't give a shit about, and one new Galarian form. Bar the like, obviously there's the birds, but no new Pokemon, yet Galarian Slowking and the Galarian legendary birds.
And that's it. Also, it pisses me off that you walk around Crown Tundra and there's just fossil Pokemon walking around.
Yeah! Extinct Pokemon!
I remember I caught a Tyrantrum, and it says on it, oh, it's super, like, oh no, sorry, an Aurorus.
Yeah.
However you pronounce that. And the description for it is, it doesn't exist. Like, the description for it is, I thought when I caught it, because I saw it in the wild, like, oh my god, that must be like a 1% chance thing. Yeah. And after I caught it, go turn around, it was like 40 in the grass. Yeah. And like, what even is like fossil Pokemon anymore? How do things go extinct in this world?
Again, like, it's just Pokemon Company making it super easy to get everything in the game.
Which is enough, yeah, because it must be annoying, but at the same time,
like, you know what's really annoying, Karl? You know what's really annoying? Is the fact that they've put all this effort of like, oh yeah, well you can get all the legendaries nice and easily, and blah blah blah, but they still have the bullshit of like, oh yeah, but Sword has Palkia and Diamond has fucking the other one, Dialga.
I don't give a shit.
It's like, are you fucking for it? Because there's like two legendary Pokemon I don't have, and it's like Dialga and Solgaleo. And I was like, oh right, well, they're all in this game. At least I'll complete my collection for my Pokemon home. And it was like, no, they're in the opposite version of the game you don't have. It's, oh,
you can still get them in raid pop. You can still join the battles where they are, though.
Yeah, but then I need somebody with the opposite game to save a spot for me to go and do it.
Yeah, because there's no way you're going to get in on one of those.
So the only way to do it is to either have a friend playing the Dynamax battles to go and like glob onto them, or to go online and search for people letting me in.
The one that got me, though, is the only thing about that DLC I was excited about is there is an item in the game that lets you just give a Pokemon its hidden ability.
And it hidden costs so many fucking ores.
And I looked at it and went, oh, it costs 200. This is the only thing. How many do you
get from a Dynamax raid? Oh, 10.
Yeah, so you need to complete 20 Dynamax raids to get one hidden ability. It's easier to just grind out looking for a in a raid battle, because there's a couple of Pokemon that I got that are like really good stats.
Yeah.
But if they had their hidden, like I've got a Grapplox, and its hidden ability is Technician, and Technician would be so good because my idea was to give it Circle Throw.
Oh, okay.
You can breed Circle Throw, and so 60 base power, switch the Pokemon out with Technician and Stab Boost. That'd be really interesting. So, like, you know, as a team battle Pokemon, just like take off. It's probably gonna do 50% on most Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then switch them out, and then put like a sticky web or something down.
Okay,
and just go for that. And it's like, no, because now I need to grind out 20 raid battles. It'd be easier to just go look for a max raid battle with one in and just grind that out.
Maybe, yeah.
It's just, like the only thing in that DLC I was interested in.
That really did take the wind out my sails when I realised that, because I went, oh, there's a couple of Pokemon that I trained that now that I can't Mega Evolve them, their hidden ability would have been really useful. So maybe I can repurpose my Megas that can't Mega Evolve anymore, but are, you know, perfectly trained, perfect IV Pokemon, and make them battle ready again. It's like, oh yeah, well, you're gonna have to do 20 of these fucking boring Dynamax adventures that all end up taking a ridiculous amount of time just because of the length of all the animations.
Yeah.
It takes so long to watch the Pokemon trainer Dynamax their Pokemon. And of course, somebody's going to Dynamax their Pokemon turn 1 because you're fighting a Dynamax Pokemon. It makes sense, you need the extra power. And it's just like, oh my god, I watched that animation over and over and over again. 4 times every Dynamax adventure, and it's just like, oh my god.
Do you know what my favourite thing about it is, though? That legendaries can Dynamax.
What do you mean?
You're fighting, legendaries can Dynamax.
Yeah?
Because what's the thing that balances Eternatus and Zacian? Is that they're super powerful, which is the only way they could be balanced.
Yeah.
You can have an Eternatus on your team, but it can't Dynamax because it'd be too powerful if it could.
Yeah.
And then they do the same thing with Zacian and Zamatsu. Well, they have attacks that can do extra damage to Dynamax Pokemon. So that's how you balance that out. And then every new legendary they've introduced can just Dynamax turn 1, including the new legendary. And Lucas, you didn't believe me about its stats, did you?
No. You told me just before we jumped on. And I can't believe it. I can't believe how powerful it is.
So I'm just going to bring it up right now.
Yeah, you go ahead and let people know because it's ridiculous.
Okay, so it's a Calyrex, I believe how you pronounce your name, and it's it has 2 forms. It is the High King Pokemon, and it can team up with its horse, its steed, and you can either get it with Glastria or Spectria.
Yeah.
Spectria is probably the one that everyone's going to pick because it's the one that's faster, and speed always trumps Pokemon.
Oh,
let's just scroll down and have a look at its stats. Its base stats, when it is just on its own, is HP 100 and then 80 in every other stat. So a fairly balanced Pokemon.
Yeah.
As Ice Rider, Calyrex has 100 HP, so the same HP, but its attack is 165. Its defense is 150, its special defense is 130, but then its speed is terrible. But as Shadow Rider Calyrex, it gets HP 100, special attack 165, speed 150, total 680. Which is bordering on being close to Arceus, which I believe has 100 in every stat.
Yeah.
So it's for a total of 100.
No, because Mew has 100 in every stat, which means it has 600 total.
So Arceus has 120 in every stat. Then.
I think so, yeah.
or something like that. So it has some of the highest stats in the game, and then its ability as one gives it the ability of both Pokemon, which is for Calyrex is Unnerve, so your opponent can't eat berries. So not an overly powerful ability.
No, but something just extra to help out.
And then its other ability as the Shadow Rider is Grim Neigh, which is every time you get a KO, your special attack increases. So it is Moxie for special attack.
And then the other one, the Ice version, just basically has Moxie, so the exact same but with regular attack.
But because it's slower, no one's going to use that one. Because why would you use the slow one? You're going to use the fast one?
Yeah.
And it's Psychic Ghost, which means it has two of the strongest stabber types in the game.
Yeah.
And every time you get a kill, you double, like you get extra attack. And it has already has 165 base attack.
So it's already one of the strongest special attackers to ever exist in the game.
Yeah, not to mention as well, it also, Lucas, you can't forget, because this is a legendary, it has its own unique attack.
Of course it does.
Which is Astral Barrage, which is a ghost special type attack, which just does attack. It hits all adjacent Pokemon for 120 damage.
Oh my god.
It has 100 accuracy, but you only have 5 PP. But does that matter?
So, Karl, what you're saying is just put that on a team with a Pokemon like a Rangaroo that has telepathy.
Yeah, or Instruct.
Is it?
No, it only hits the adjacent Pokemon.
I thought hitting all adjacent Pokemon is like hitting all of them.
No, just your opponents, doesn't hit your allies.
Oh shit.
So it hits both in a double battle. Hit both Pokemon. Yeah, you said with a Rangaroo, just Instruct.
Yeah.
To hit twice. So that's probably one of the most powerful attacks in the game. And if you kill with it, you get a boosty special attack. And it's one of the fastest Pokemon in the game as well.
One of the fastest and strongest.
So it's one of the fastest, strongest Pokemon in the game with really good defenses and a really good typing.
Yeah. Huzzah. Pokemon.
And Lucas, don't forget, it can Dynamax. So not only can it do all that, it can also Dynamax.
Oh my god.
Which doubles all of its defenses and gives it more HP. And turns all of its... The thing is that I think it'd be better with it not being Dynamaxed.
Maybe, yeah, because of the that unique move is ridiculous.
But think about that for a second, of how ridiculous that is.
That Pokemon, just based on the stats alone, is one of the most powerful Pokemon ever made.
Yeah. And every time it gets a kill, it gets stronger.
You can get a runaway going with, I don't know, a Crocodile can run away with a battle because of Moxie. And then you're telling me that a legendary Pokemon with one of the highest stat totals in the game, one of the best moves in the game, also gets that ability.
Don't forget as well, because Calyrex is a grass type, it's grass psychic, it can also learn grass type moves, including stuff like Leech Seed and Energy Ball. So you could just give it Leech Seed if you want to go for something a bit weird.
Yeah.
But it can also learn Hex. So I've looked for its moves now. Hex, Giga Drain, Energy Ball. So Energy Ball, one of the strongest grass type moves, special attack.
Yeah.
Solar Beam, if it wants to, if you want to put it in Sun.
Oh my god, yeah.
Just Psychic, Future Sight, Leaf Storm. So that's a base 130 special grass move.
Oh my god. So yeah, not only everything we just talked about, fuck it, is also just got the best moves in the game.
For its
typing,
but it can also
got the
learn
strongest moves and. Oh god.
Yeah, it can also learn Pollen Puff, which is then base 90 bug attack.
Yeah.
So you can basically give it perfect coverage almost.
Oh my god, Karl, why won't Game Freak stop?
But then as well, you just say, but all you need to say after all that is just, and it can Dynamax. And it's just the fuck is I was slowly dipping my toes into the world of playing Pokemon Online.
Yeah.
And I had a couple of battles where obviously first turn Dynamax, and I won because of my tactics. My Mudsdale managed to beat a guy who Dynamaxed first turn because he Dynamaxed in Urshifu. But my Mudsdale's stamina, because I guess his defense goes up every turn, and he did Rapid Strike. So even though that did a lot of damage, it hit 3 times, so it tripled my defense. So I managed to get through that, and then it ate Berry, and then I killed it with a Body Press. How the fuck am I going to beat this thing? The only option you have is to also just Dynamax first turn and use all the legendaries. Because just think, this thing could be being backed up by like a Mewtwo or a Heatran or any other legendary that's been introduced in fucking Crown Tundra. What are you supposed to do?
Yeah, one of the 80 legendary Pokemon they just put back in the game. And also, Karl, fuck it. Even if you're saying like don't play with legendaries, they also added like just Garchomp back into the game and Pokemon like
Of course,
that.
yeah.
It's like, oh great, cool.
Do you know what my favourite thing is? Like, I will be able to use Pokemon like Articuno, the original Articuno, not the new one, purely because Articuno, despite being a legendary in Gen 1, has competitively been worthless since Gen 1.
Yeah.
Because even though it's a legendary with like legendary stats, its typing is so bad and its move pool is so shallow, it is useless, but I love Articuno. So I might be able to like put an Articuno on my team and not feel bad about it. Because if
I'm tempted to look into the new ones as well because I don't think they look overly strong.
they're amazing.
Why?
Because they all have unique moves. So for example, I've got them all in front of me right now. So I'm in my box.
Yeah.
So each one they're all new typing. So we'll start with Articuno. So they have the same base stats, like total, but just mixed around a bit. But Articuno is now a Psychic Flying type. And Articuno is obviously Ice and Flying. And Articuno's ability was Pressure. So not bad, like double their PP usage, good for stall. Articuno's new ability is Competitive. So if you lower one of its stats, its special attack gets increased by 2 stages.
Yeah.
So already on paper, way better. And its signature move is Icy Glare or something like that, which is a Psychic type move that has a chance to freeze.
Oh shit.
So it's a base 90s. So it's already a really strong Psychic attack, but it has...
Yes, we can learn a Psychic move.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, fuck you, Quick Attack. I want to keep Flash just for the fuckery.
Yeah. And it's the same one with Zapdos, where it is now Fighting Flying, but it has Thunderous Kick as a unique move, which is a really strong fighting type move that has a chance to paralyze.
Oh, right.
The same thing's true of Moltres, where it is now Dark Flying, but it has a Dark type move that has a chance to burn. Right. So even just those unique moves alone make them universally more useful.
Oh god, peace.
Because all 3 of them have abilities that have the really good secondary effects.
Yeah.
And their stat spread is just better overall.
Oh man, that sounds just, oh god.
Yeah. Whereas like regular Articuno, what does it get? It gets Pressure.
Yeah.
Or it can learn, I think it's Snow Cloak. So its evasion increases in a blizzard. Does it have Snow Warning to create a blizzard? Because all of its descriptions in all the Pokedexes talk about blizzards following it everywhere. Oh no. It doesn't learn Snow Warning, that'd be too good.
Anyway, here's that's their Pokemon that never got like reworked.
Yeah. All you need to do is give them all the equivalent, like give them Snow Warning and then give Moltres Sunny Day. Or Drought. Yeah. And then give Zapdos like Electric Terrain or something like that. But no, if I'm remembering correctly, I think like Moltres gets like Flame Body.
God.
And just think about a legendary Pokemon, it gets the same ability as a fucking Magmar. And then what do the new Pokemon get like? I've got the one here. Zapdos' new ability is Defiance. If it gets hit by a Dark type move, attack increases, and then Moltres is Berserk. So its special attack increases when it goes below half health. So go below half health, get an easy free boost to your special attack, and it's already got amazing special attack. And it's got one of the best Dark type moves in the game because it's unique to that Pokemon. And it's just like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's like they don't like tune a Pokemon a little bit, do they? They just go all in. It's like, oh, we're gonna make this Blaziken a little bit better. How? Oh, we're gonna give it a hidden ability, a speed boost that just breaks it.
Because all you need to do is protect turn 1.
It just makes it fucking uber tier. It's like, oh great.
That's the one of like they could so easily like Articuno is one of my favorite legendaries of all time, and the fact that it is so bad, despite having amazing stats, I can use it on a team and probably get beaten by a Blaziken.
Yeah.
Or someone using like a starter Pokemon.
Yeah.
Will beat me, and it's better on paper. That Pokemon will be better. It's hilarious.
Man, like at this point, I don't know what to do with Pokemon other than just the only thing, to be fair, I've done for generations that I've actually had fun with is play with people where we've had like agreed preset rules of like, do not use these Pokemon, like do not use Legendary, do not Dynamax or use like the whatever moves they were called, the Z moves or whatever.
Because they're basically just, you win that turn.
And it's just like, why has Pokemon turned to like just power creep and gimmicks just everywhere?
The annoying thing is that they give all the legendaries unique moves that are super cool. Like we talked before, haven't we, about like moves that should exist. It's like there should be like the Scald equivalent for other moves, and they've given that, but only to the legendary Pokemon that we're never going to use.
And they've also made it more powerful than Scald is, because I presume it's like, isn't it like 90 power or something like that?
I'll double check.
I think the kick from Zapdos was like 90 base power.
They probably are. They're probably all base 90 power. So I've got Articuno up now, and like Articuno is like, they've both got 580 stats, but for original Articuno, they're all in defense and special defense. So it's actually like really good for stalling, but because it's special, it's typing so bad, you can easily kill it. Like one fire move, one rock move is going to kill it in one. Whereas Galarian Articuno, it's all in special attack, and then it's just got like 100 in like special defense. It's like somewhat decent speed, combined with its ability of competitive. Like you lower one of its stats, you switch into someone with Intimidate.
Yeah,
you win. Well, here we go. Yeah. So its move is Freezing Glare. Yeah, base 90 power, 100 accuracy. Because of course. That's what gets me. It's like, oh, it's got 90 base power, 100 accuracy. Why would I not use that move? Because there are so many times I find myself like...
Oh. Feint attack in this game is spelled differently. It's feint as in, like, make the Pokemon faint, whereas, like, in later generations, isn't it FE?
Yeah, as if it's like you off like a boxing feint.
Yeah.
I think what the attack is, it pretends to die, and your Pokemon goes over and then gets hit. It's a Dark-type move.
I love the descriptions of moves like that. Well, it's just like, oh yeah, your Pokemon's being a bell end. I love
It's
it.
like, you just look at it and it's like, oh man, Articuno.
Ooh!
Yeah! How? Oh my god, level 38.
Like, I've been fighting level 24s the entire base, Karl.
Oh yeah, speaking of that in Crown Tundra, did you like it? Did you finish it yet?
Yeah.
Did you get the special thing at the end? Where you get called up by Leon.
Oh, the tournament,
We do double battles and you go up and it's, oh yeah, everyone's got level 80 Pokemon now without explanation.
Yeah.
Well, they don't tell you what level the Pokemon are.
No, I luckily went in with like a level 88 Kabutops or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So it was
you were
alright.
Because that happened to me when I started playing Isle of Armor. And you rock up to play Isle of Armor and you go, okay, what level Pokemon should I bring?
Yeah.
So I just took like a couple, like 3 level 50s that I trained competitively, because I don't want to dick with their EVs, they're already trained. These should do fine. The first person I fight has got 6 exactly level 60 Pokemon. They're all exactly, and then you go to Crown Tundra, okay, so everything in the last one was level 60, I'll take some level 60 Pokemon, everything's level 70. Go to a tournament at the end, okay, I've got some level 70 Pokemon, everything's level 80. For fuck's sake, just tell me!
Yeah. Because I presumed that would be similar to like the online battles where everything just gets locked to level 50.
Nope.
And it was like, no, we're not going to do that. What we're going to do instead is just put level 80 Pokemon in there, which will, admittedly, like, if you want to grind, make it easier. But at the same time, why would you do that when EXP candies exist now?
Yeah. The thing that I like, though, is that in all of Crown Tundra, there is one trainer battle.
What, with Peony?
Yeah, there is a single trainer battle. You battle one trainer that entire DLC.
And you don't have to win the fight.
No.
If you lose the fight, it just continues.
And he has 2 Pokemon.
Yeah. That's the thing is, like, look at how many fights I've had just in this Team Rocket base.
Yeah, like, they're not even trying to hide that DLC is an excuse to just sell your legendary Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, you buy that so you can go win online.
But the annoying thing is, A, I don't know if there was any option to purchase them separately. But B, I never knew that it would be all about legendary Pokemon when I bought the expansion pass. Yeah.
I would not have bought. I would have just accepted the update, which gave me like the expanded Pokedex, and just gone and got the Pokemon from it that I wanted. Because at the moment, I'm just breeding a Amoris.
Oh, okay.
Which I really like. Because I love the fossil Pokemon.
Yeah.
And most of them are back now, so I'm going to make a fossil team. And Amoris, because its ability to refrigerate, which I think is really cool. So, like a weird double tactic I've like workshopped in my head around it is the move Round.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which I've done a couple of things with that, and Round's quite good. So I think Refrigerate turns it to an Ice-type move and increases its base power by 20%, and then you get Stab on top. So Rounds is if you use it second, you always go second, and it goes up to 120 base power. So with Refrigerate, that'll be 120 base power plus 20 power.
Oh God, I love
into an Ice-type.
I love the abilities of like Pixelate and Refrigerate and stuff.
They're super cool, and because Amoris is really slow.
Yeah.
That's its one weakness, it's cripplingly slow. It's like you put it in a Trick Room team, but I thought if I team it up with something like Melanoon's super fast, teach Lanoon Round, because every Pokemon in the game can learn Round. Just use that first turn, and then Amoris now is basically doing something twice as powerful as Blizzard. That always hits guaranteed next turn to whatever Pokemon I want.
No.
And then if you give it a Throat Spray, it increases its special attack by 1 stage as well.